We finally entered my favorite time of year. It's May 30th. Here in Olympia, Washington. Everything's so vibrant, pristine, and beautiful. I'm so fortunate to have this incredible place that I live here in Olympia. And I want to make this video to talk about changes, like big life changes. And I feel like I'm entering that. I quit my job at the beginning of April, or the first week of April, kind of sooner than I wanted to. And it's been great having some time off. Of course, I have to live very frugal and try not to think too much about the credit card that I'm using to get by right now. I've always been really good about not using those, but I don't really have a choice right now. And I've been looking for work. I want to move to Portland, Oregon. I've been here in Olympia the last 9 years, and a lot of highs and lows, a lot of incredible experiences and good times, hard times. And I'm really fortunate where I live now. I doubt I'm gonna find a place with better rent and a better backyard than what I have right now. This is the part of the backyard that's basically just undeveloped forest. I'm by the spot where we buried our cat. Yeah, it's been a tough year. I've been weaning myself off kratom. I just want to be totally addiction free, even though it's been helping me. And one interesting thing I've noticed is, well, one thing that makes addiction especially tough for me is I'll be off like most all addictions except for like maybe coffee, and then I'll get this, I don't know, existential like foreboding in life, because I've never had like a career where it's like, you know, groundedness, stability, and like to have that is like so huge. And I've just kind of worked gigs. I've worked lots of farms. I enjoy working with the plants and the earth, and then I also do music and band stuff. And I'm always studying, trying to understand music a little more, even though I've struggled with sight reading and I have my own limitations in that field. But it's a labor of love. I love playing gigs. And right now, if I were to have what I truly wanted, I would be, like, the main things I want, I'd love to be on tour with a project. I'm going to be 37 in a month and a half or so, and like that's what I want to be doing. That's the prime of my life. But I'm in the in-betweens. I'm in a few little projects, which I'm very thankful of, but I'm not with like a touring project, you know, which has been one of my dreams. I've gone on a few like week-long tours in the past, but my dream is to have my own house, like space, like I don't even have to own it, but just like a place that I can build gardens and develop over time, and have a place for my family to stay, because I have 7 siblings, and no one in our family is like wealthy, like no royalties, none of that kind of thing. We just all have been just getting by in our own ways and taking our own paths in life, and I've always wanted to provide that for my family, though, to be able to have a place, like own a house or something, and then to have a partner, to have love in my life again. And I've enjoyed the solitude. I've had lots of times of solitude in my life. I just realized I got kind of sidetracked from what I was talking about with my struggle with addictions is after I'm sober for a while, I'll get into this depression, even though I'm like outgoing and stuff. And it's usually when I don't have something going on in life that I'm like really passionate about, even though I I do my best to thrive in any circumstance that I find myself in. Like right now, I'm just I'm doing my best to enjoy not having to work right now, and um, doing my best not to be subdued by anxiety, which anxiety is especially, I never really considered myself an anxious person, but the uncertainty of not knowing what's next in life for me, and just trusting and knowing that there's intelligence behind this design. I feel that. I've had I've had some great opportunities and experiences in the past, and I'm just doing my best to make myself ready for the next thing. So I'm just in the in-betweens, in between the in-betweens. And I just want to be my best. I just want to thrive and not just improve my life, but make it better for everyone whose lives, who are involved with my life, as far as my different projects or whatever occupation I take next. I would be a farmer again. Of course, I'd love to be a full-time musician again. But just trusting the process, and it's very humbling for me. It's kind of taken away the existential angst, just because at this point it's more of a, I don't want to say survival, but to some primal degree it is that, just not drowning in debt. And yeah, like that just gives me anxiety to think about. But it's summer now, and I'm gonna go paddleboarding. We had a great jam session last night in our backyard, and had some incredible barbecue, which was awesome. I just love this time of year. I'm such a summer baby, and I have good people in my life, and I'm excited to meet more people. I also went to Soak, S-O-A-K. It's a mini Burner Fest, like the Portland Burner Fest, and that was my first Burner Fest I've ever been to, and I just love the whole vibe of like gifting and, or like trading, but not like any kind of money or buying or selling, like not any of that. And just to be in that environment is so beautiful, and to have that experience, and all the different fun things I got to do. I got to be a dancing mushroom. I dressed up as a mushroom for there are all kinds of DJs there and stuff. This is it's our little jam space from last night. I have this incredible backyard, and we played badminton back here, and that's the house. It's the house I live in. My bedroom is, well, I guess you can't see if I'm putting yeah, I'm truly fortunate to at least have this space, to not be, it's like some people are just, I don't know how they get by with like homelessness and what seems like insurmountable addictions and heartbreak. Like the pain is so real here. Even if this whole life is just a dream, it hits hard. It's heavy. Really, it can be really heavy. And I'm just learning to feel and allow myself that, like, just authenticity, which I've always wanted to be like that, but it's a new season, it's a new year, and we'll see what comes of it. Anyway,